It's dangerous when you train a person how to fight and train a person how to become an effective fighter. It's very dangerous. I do not like teaching people how to fight. That is why I will always charge money when I teach people how to fight. But for other things where it's peaceful, I enjoy teaching just to teach, to better the world, to spread love, compassion, peace. So I do that for free. But to teach people how to fight, it's a dangerous thing. I don't enjoy doing it, but I only do enjoy doing it, teaching how to fight, when I'm teaching the right people. If I'm teaching a person who is the person who is typically bullied, and I teach him to have confidence in himself, I enjoy it. When I teach a person to stand up for himself, to be confident for himself, confident and not arrogant, I enjoy it. I enjoy turning a person who is weak into somebody strong so that he can take care of himself or herself. It is like the woman who is constantly abused by her husband or boyfriend, physically abused. I'm the type of person who would like to teach the woman to be strong so that she could fight back. That's what I enjoy. But it is dangerous to teach somebody how to fight, because once you teach them, you can't take it back. Once you train someone to know how to fight, you cannot take that knowledge back from him. It's like teaching a person how to make a bomb, and then a person learns how to make a bomb, and then he becomes a terrorist, killing many innocent people. Once you teach a person how to make a bomb, there's no turning back. He will know how to make it from then on. And that is the problem with teaching people how to fight. Because once you teach them how to fight, there's no turning back. Now they know how to fight, and they're going to use those skills in whichever way they choose. And if they do not have a good heart, then you have just contributed more danger to this world. You have made the world more dangerous. You have made the world filled with more bullies, more violence, more anger, more hatred, more competition. And actually, you are responsible for more negativity than the actual fighter, because you are the one who taught the person to be violent. So if you are not a responsible instructor and you teach people to be more violent and more angry, then you are worse than the violent fighter, because you taught him to be that way, and you will continue to teach others to be that way, spreading more hatred through the world. And that, I see, is a great tragedy. When people use something like the martial arts and they exploit the techniques in order to create more violence. And there's no turning back. Now that there is the internet, now all these secret techniques are exposed. Anybody and all can learn. There's no regulation. But there is regulation on such things as tutorials on how to teach people how to make bombs, or tutorials on teaching people how to make drugs. There is regulations on the distribution of firearms and who can possess one and who can't lawfully. So these regulations are in place for a reason. But imagine if there was no regulations. Imagine if anybody could just go on the internet and learn how to make a bomb. Or anybody could just order a sniper rifle. Anybody could order a silencer. Anybody could get a gun whenever they want. Imagine it feels like that. How much more violent this world would be. Now I see the exploitation of martial art techniques to be very similar. People can just log on the internet, learn how to fight. And it's not that difficult to learn how to fight well. Just like it's not too difficult for a criminal, a felon, to learn how to shoot with accuracy. If he goes to the gun range enough, he can learn to shoot with accuracy, and he can learn to kill more police officers, kill more citizens more easily. So he has become more skillful in what he does, more skillful in shooting. But he has a incorrect heart. And just because he is more skillful does not make him somebody to be admired. So what I'm saying is that there are many fighters who are violent within, who have a heart of hatred, and they become skillful in fighting, and then they become admired by thousands, if not millions. So millions are admiring somebody who has a violent heart. But he is skillful in fighting. It's not that difficult to learn how to kick and punch and hurt other people. It is not that difficult. It is not that difficult to lift a lot of weights and work out a lot and get very strong. It is not that difficult. So people are learning how to fight and fighting for money, fame, women, and being admired for being violent. And then it encourages more people to go in that route. So then people will be reluctant to go study, to get an education. People will be dreaming of just becoming a violent fighter, making lots of money to just fight. And then more people could start going in that route. Everybody wants to challenge each other, hurt each other, knock each other out. I think that is horrible for society. Football is violent enough. But now competition fighting is going way beyond that. Wrestling is more peaceful in nature. But cage fighting, I see, is pure violence.